Hello and welcome back to Cricket TV, all things cricket and more. I'm Hetvi Patel, and we are joined by Nikhil Morsawala and Narayan Pasari, who believes number tells the real story and believes temperament wins tight games. Let's get directly into it. Before we get into tomorrow's match, let's start with Group D and go up about to Group A. Group D has been about discipline. New Zealand and South Africa doing their job without theatrics. Group C had a great surprises. Italy doing really well. West Indies have been showing explosive potential, and England seems to be searching for their rhythm. Group B has volatility, including Zimbabwe stunning Australia in the last match, while Sri Lanka looks composed. And coming to Group A, why we are here today for India and Pakistan topping the table, both winning, both have equal points, but net run rate is very different for both the teams. India is showing dominance while Pakistan is took their time. Look, it did not look like easy win for Pakistan to win against USA and they won against Namibia. No, that was India. Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Netherlands, yes. So I think margins matter, but what do you have to say about those two wins, Nikhil sir?
No, I think these are, I think I wouldn't give a lot of credence to matches with the second string teams because, except for the fact that Zimbabwe beat Australia yesterday, and I think that was a big upset. There have been tough matches. There have been scares along the way. We got a big scare from the US. We thought, we were down and out almost, and then things changed, of course. But I would think that we shouldn't give too much importance to those games because the real tough matches, I think, are going to be starting now going forward. And beginning with the India-Pakistan match tomorrow, I think that's a humdinger. And so obviously, I mean, I'm not discounting what happened. We did play well. We did see some Hardik Pandya playing superbly and Arshdeep performing well in both the matches. I think that's a big plus because when Bumrah is not playing all the matches and the slip steps up to the plate, it's a big plus for us. So I think that's a great thing. And going forward, Arshdeep, I think, is going to play a key role. Except I think against Pakistan, we'll come to that. But I think otherwise, overall, except for I think Australia upset yesterday, it's been good matches. The French teams have played well. They're not been pushovers. It's not that US was a pushover or Ireland is a pushover or Scotland is a pushover. They're playing well, they're fighting, and I think that makes the series all the more interesting.
Narayan sir, initial thoughts.
So, if you see, I agree with Nikhil, those second run teams, but they are now giving tough fights to the main teams also, if you see. You
Yes.
see the India's match against USA, 161 for 9 and then 132 for 8. India won by 29 runs. Now, if you see, there is sudden collapse happened in India, 45 for 1 and then 45 for 4. Then again 72 for 4 and then 77 for 6. सो एक बार तो ऐसा लगा था कि आज इंडिया जल्दी समेट जाएगी एंड यूएसए विल गिव वेरी टफ फाइट but it was because of the captain Sky, his 84 or 49 balls, which 10 fours, 4 6 helped India to reach a respectable score, and then things worked out. कौन खेला? ईशान ने 20 बनाया, तिलक 25, अदर्स में अभिषेक 0, दुबे 0, रिंकू 6 एंड हार्दिक 5. Actually, in players को सबको against these teams should have scored well and could have done good batting practice, understanding, over there. एक बार तो लगा था कि इंडिया would have scored. If you see the pre-match, people were thinking of 280 and 300 runs against USA, लेकिन वो हुआ नहीं actually.
Yeah.
अगर आप देखो तो यूएसए के तरफ से आप देखोगे तो मिलिन ने 34 बनाया, संजय 37 एंड शुभम 37. They put up a great fight. If one of them should have stayed till the last, it would have been a different game. They would have reached very near to their target actually, basically. So Vasada, as Nikhil mentioned, Asdeep 18 for 2, Siraj 29 for 3, and ably supported by Varun and Aksar. They bowled well. And if you see post-match, the Indian team management has put displeasure over the cricket at Wankhede for the USA match. उन्होंने विकेट के बारे में काफी कुछ, दे हैव लॉस्ट सम कंप्लेंट एंड ऑल व्हिच वी डोंट नो व्हाट द आउटकम इज, लेकिन दैट वाज द थिंग बेसिकली. कमिंग बैक टू द नमीबिया मैच, यू नो, इंडिया, यू नो, ईशान गेव अ वेरी गुड स्टार्ट. यू नो, 50 रन बनाए 20 बॉल के अंदर उन्होंने. इनफैक्ट पावर प्ले में इंडिया फॉर 86, and Pandya hit a quick 52. Sanju, who had come in for Abhishek, also scored 22 actually, over there. उसने एक फोर और तीन छक्के, सबके सब बॉल खाली हिट्स में ही बनाए थे. तिलक ने 25 बनाए और शिवम ने 25 बनाए. यहाँ भी आप देखो ना, तो इंडिया 205 पे 4 थी, 209 पे 9 हो गई. खटाखट खट 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 5 रन चले गए 10 बॉल में. So that is not good sign for any team, working so good and then again work out होते हैं वो हिसाब से. You have to give credit to the captain, Ramus, who bowls a very difficult, unconventional, jerky stride. What the Pakistan, player, spinner is going to. We have to also watch him. तो ये देखना है उसको कि कैसे करेंगे उनको. और ये दोनों मैचेस अच्छी थी, लेकिन थोड़ा सा स्क्वायर, स्कैर आया इंडिया को. वेरी स्मूथली दे शुड हैव रन थ्रू बोथ द मैचेस अकॉर्डिंग. हेतवी.
So, between India and Pakistan, of course, we are on the India side, so we think we have the edge. But where could Pakistan really, have an edge, or where could Pakistan really harm us? I mean, taking 2 overs in power play could really hit us, like you said. So, where should we take care? Where should the team really be
I think
worried?
you have also to see the performance of the team leading up to the World Cup, and I think it's important because जिस मनसे से टीम आती है वर्ल्ड कप में, जिस बैकग्राउंड से आती है, जिस मोमेंटम से आती है, वो समझना भी जरूरी है, और फिर टीम कॉम्पोजिशन समझना जरूरी है. तो पाकिस्तान ने ऑस्ट्रेलिया को 3-0 हराया जस्ट बिफोर दी वर्ल्ड कप. तो जब वो वर्ल्ड चैंपियन टीम है ऑस्ट्रेलिया, ऐसी टीम को आप अगर 3-0 वाइट वॉश करते हो T20 में, तो आप आते हो एकदम हाई पे आते हो टूर्नामेंट में. और उन्होंने जो स्पिन कॉम्बिनेशन अडॉप्ट किया है टीम में, दे हैव 4 spinners, 4 specialist spinners in the team, and I think that पाकिस्तान इन माय माइंड एंड आई थिंक इन मोस्ट इंडियंस माइंड्स हमेशा पेस बॉलिंग के ऊपर ज्यादा जोर देता था. इमरान खान, वासिम अकरम, दिस टाइप ऑफ बॉलर्स, शाहीन अफरीदी, these were the people that Pakistan were feared for. ये पेस अटैक जो है पाकिस्तान का, सॉलिड पेस अटैक है. In the last couple of years, things have shifted, and Pakistan has become more of a spin attack. And now see that in the context of the Indian batting. अगर आप देखते हो कि आशुतोष है जो शुरू में आते हैं, अभिषेक
अभिषेक सर.
अभिषेक शुरू में आते हैं, ईशान किशन शुरू में आते हैं. ये जो हिटर्स हैं, तिलक वर्मा जो है, बट ये जो दो मेन जो लेफ्ट हैंड हिटर्स हैं, ईशान किशन और अभिषेक, ये जब ऑफ स्पिन के सामने खेलेंगे, दे आर यूज टू प्लेइंग विद द पेस ऑफ द बॉल. They are used to having the ball come up to them and then carting them all over all over the ground, over the sixes and fours. Now think of a situation where Pakistan starts with spin bowling. The first over is a spinner. What happens? आई थिंक ये जो चैलेंज है ना, हमारे हमारे बल्लेबाजों के लिए बड़ा चैलेंज होगा. क्योंकि दो चीजें हैं. एक तो पाकिस्तान आ रही है ऑन अ हाई बिकॉज दे हैव बीटन ऑस्ट्रेलिया. दे आर कमिंग विद अ ग्रेट ग्रेट पेस अटैक. वन ऑफ दैट मिस्ट्री बॉलर जिसका हम एक्शन के क्वेश्चन करते हैं, वो सब ठीक है, वो सब कंट्रोवर्सी है, पार्ट ऑफ क्रिकेट. फैक्ट रिमेन्स दैट ही इज द मोस्ट सक्सेसफुल बॉलर टुडे फॉर पाकिस्तान, and he has been unreadable for a lot of batsmen. So our ability to play spin is going to come into question. And if we can do that, if we can crack that code, कि ये जो स्पिन इनकी जो डिपार्टमेंट है, अगर हम उनसे निपट लेते हैं, तो ये एक मुद्दा है. दूसरा मुद्दा जो मैं शायद नारायण को पूछूंगा, कि जो कॉम्पोजिशन है टीम का, should we also go with a slightly more spin loaded? So should we drop Arshdeep and take Kuldeep, or should we take Kuldeep and drop a batsman or an all-rounder? Their dilemma will be there because Kuldeep can be a huge
In the
asset,
middle overs.
but in whose place? Because the problem really is that almost every place has been cemented, and if you change the balance of the team today, how do you do that? So over to you, Narayan.
So, Nikhil, I also agree, and even the press is saying that now there could be a Washington Sundar in place of Rinku because Washington is an off spinner,
Mm.
and this pitch is going to be the same pitch where Zimbabwe defeated Australia. Same pitch they are
Yeah,
going to play.
yeah.
Okay, and what happens is at the Premadasa, the pitch gets slower and slower as the match progresses, and the side boundaries also are very bigger. तो वहाँ क्लियर करना बहुत मुश्किल है. द वे आवर ओपनर्स प्ले एंड यू से अगर स्पिनर्स ओपनिंग में आ गए तो वो क्लियर करना भी बहुत मुश्किल है बेसिकली. सो चांसेस आर bright and spinners will play a major game in this particular match accordingly. तो हो सकता है रिंकू ने has not done well in the last two matches where he was played, फील्डिंग अच्छी करता है नो डाउट, रनिंग अच्छी करता है, लेकिन बैटिंग में जो उसको चांस मिले उसने परफॉर्म नहीं किया. तो हो सकता है वॉशिंगटन सुंदर इज गुड विद द बैट, इज अ गुड ऑलराउंडर, बट हिज ऑफ स्पिनर्स आर आल्सो गुड. सो दैट कुड बी वन चेंज. ज्यादा चेंज नहीं करेंगे, मेरे को लगता नहीं है कि अर्शदीप को बिठा के कुलदीप को लाएंगे. सो ज्यादा चेंज करने से विनिंग कॉम्बिनेशन में थोड़ा इशू हो सकता है बेसिकली. वो एक देख सकते हैं. और अगर आप देखोगे इवन पाकिस्तान हैज नॉट यू नो वेरी इजीली वन बोथ द मैचेस. अगर आप उनका मैच देखोगे ना नेदरलैंड के सामने, तो
Almost an upset.
हाँ हाँ देखा जाएगा ना, तो उसमें क्या था वो अशरफ, फहीम अशरफ अगर स्लॉगिंग नहीं करता लास्ट में,
तो
नो,
नहीं होता.
वो तो 114 फॉर 7 थे वो एक्चुअली, और
ये
147 तक पहुंच गए. तो बहुत मुश्किल था उनका.
2 ओवर में 29 रन चाहिए.
हाँ हाँ, तो उसने 2 ओवर में 29 रन मारे और बहुत अच्छा किया. और इनफैक्ट नेदरलैंड्स भी एट वन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम दे वर 105 फॉर 2. दे आल्सो स्लिड डाउन टू 147. यू नो 6 एक ओवर के अंदर 7 विकेट चले गए उनको. सो ये इस बार देख रहे हैं ना, अच्छा टीम अच्छा स्कोर कर रहा है और फिर 2 4 5 विकेट धर 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 जा रही है एक्चुअली. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो देयर. But our friend Farhan is doing quite well in both the matches. He has done. He's played very good. 147 and 174. He's doing quite well. 73. बाबर आजम ने भी अच्छा किया है, पॉसिबली है. अभी इन्होंने क्या फकर जमान को नहीं खिलाया है अभी तक एक भी मैच में, जबकि उसका बहुत अच्छा ओडीआई और T20 का बहुत अच्छा ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड है बेसिकली. सो हो सकता है इस मैच में वो शायद इन हो जावे और एक प्लेयर आउट हो जावे उसके अंदर. दैट कुड बी पॉसिबली. दूसरा आप देखोगे
उस
तो इंडिया पाकिस्तान
उसमें
का
भी उनको एक चैलेंज ये है कि साहिम अयूब को अगर बिठा देते हैं
हम्म
फकर जमान को लाने के, साहिम अयूब ऑलराउंडर है और
हम्म
वो भी स्लो स्लो लेफ्ट आर्म ऑर्थोडॉक्स
हम्म
करता है, तो मेरे ख्याल से मुश्किल होगा. बट आई थिंक दैट्स द सेम डायलेमा दैट इंडिया इज फेसिंग. दे हैव द सेम डायलेमा
नहीं नहीं,
सॉर्ट ऑफ.
अगर आप देखोगे ना अभी तक के जो 6 मैच हुए ना कोलंबो में, उसमें 148, 163, 106, 190 एंड 182. आप अगर देखोगे ना तो एवरेज में अगर आप 185 190 स्कोर नहीं करते हो इस बैट इस it's not a tough. It has to be 185 90 to give any chance for either
टू विन,
chasing के टाइम में भी अगर है, या आपको अगर उनको आउट करना है प्लेयर
डिफेंड करना
पाकिस्तान
है.
को भी, तो बहुत
जी.
जरूरी है वो करना उसके अंदर. तो इसके लिए अगर आप जैसा आपने कहा कि स्पिनर को लाएं, अगर वो स्पिनर को नहीं लाते हैं, वो स्पिनर को खाली छठवां ओवर देते हैं पावर प्ले का, तो 5 ओवर के अंदर तो ईशान किशन और अभिषेक शर्मा तो डेमोलिश कर देंगे उनको एक्चुअली. 80 के ऊपर ठोक देंगे. तो फिर उस स्पिनर का कोई मतलब नहीं निकलता है उधर एक्चुअली. सो आपका ये थॉट है ना कि स्पिनर लाए, इट कैन बी गुड मूव बाय पाकिस्तान अगर इनको खेलना है. और दूसरा ये भी है, समझो बारिश आ जाए, एज आई मेंशन कि बारिश के चांसेस बहुत ब्राइट है. बे ऑफ बंगाल में पिच हो रहा है काफी. 50 to 7% श्रीलंका मेट्रो डिपार्टमेंट ने कहा है कि बारिश आ सकती है. तो इट कुड बी अ कर्टेल्ड मैच. अगर कर्टेल्ड मैच है तो कॉम्पोजिशन टीम की भी चेंज हो सकती है.
चेंज हो सकती
हाँ है ना, दे मे नॉट प्ले विद 2 स्पिनर्स, दे मे प्ले विद 1 स्पिनर. तो ये भी एक गेम हो सकता है कि कैसा करें, हाउ टू वर्कआउट.
Yeah, because you saw the Afghanistan South Africa Super Over also went into two Super Overs. The first Super Over was also a tie. So I think that shortened matches might lead to this type of a situation, and that's where you probably may want to load your team with batsmen rather than bowlers,
करेक्ट
because in a Super Over situation you need more runs. तो दो
करेक्ट
विकेट गए तो आपको तो वैसे भी चली जाती है आपकी
करेक्ट
आपका
करेक्ट
चांस.
करेक्ट
So I think
करेक्ट
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a good match because I hope it's a full 20 over match. Because if it is a partial match तो क्या है, एक तो ये होता है कि आपका फुल पोटेंशियल बाहर नहीं आ सकता है, अगर 10 ओवर का है या 12 ओवर
हम्म,
का है जो भी है। अगर वो है तो आपका फुल पोटेंशियल निकल के नहीं आ सकता है, तो 20 ओवर का मैच होना जरूरी है अगर ये समझना है कि कौन सी टीम किस टीम का पलड़ा भारी है। और मेरे ख्याल से ऑन ऑन बैलेंस आई वुड न्यूट्रली आई वुड थिंक इट्स इंडियाज गेम, because Pakistan's weak spot is their batting. And I think this is where India scores because India has a sort of a very balanced team where batting is also very good, bowling is also very good, fielding तो ठीक है जो है सो है, लेकिन we don't have a weak batting lineup like Pakistan unfortunately has, because that's why they rely so much on their bowlers to win matches and not on their batters. So I think yeah, India has that advantage that Bumrah is there, and if Akshar and uh, uh, uh,
और हार्दिक,
no, the other spinner, uh,
वरुण
अ,
चक्रवर्ती।
वरुण
Varun.
वरुण
Varun. If Akshar and Varun play their part, I think they can restrict Pakistan if they play first to 130, 140, and then we can make that. And for defending, I think our bowlers are capable of defending 160 also. I don't see any issue there. Because Pakistan's batting is not that strong, and they do rely on the top four. If the top four goes, then there's a big tail that comes in later. They don't have people like, we have at 7 and 8, Akshar coming at 7, and somebody coming at 8 who can still play a good batting innings, which they don't have. I think that's a big problem for them.
and Afridi is a slogger at the end, but of late he's not been bowling well. If you see the last three
Uh,
four matches, he's not been bowling that well actually.
it's a hit.
So
It's a hit and miss. He's a hit and miss guy. So I
हाँ हाँ
wouldn't
हाँ,
rely on him. He's not a dependable
हम्म,
pinch hitter. He sometimes can click, sometimes cannot. He's not. He would. I wouldn't equate him to a Rinku Singh, for example. So it's
yeah
very
yeah.
difficult. Who is more dependable and who's actually a good batter. Shaheen just swings his bat. He has the strength of the shoulders and the wrist to do it. But otherwise, from a technique perspective, there's a problem.
One that mystery bowler Usman Tariq, I was going through
Mm,
his his records. In his T20 career, he has taken only 11 wickets till now. तो चार ही
mm.
मैच खेले हैं, वो चार मैच में से भी ये 3 for 27 वाला भी एक मैच है यूएसए वाला,
Yes, yes.
है ना। और कल उनको पाकिस्तान आई थिंक हैज टू हाइप टू मच, कल उसको 1.5 घंटा वहां नेट में बॉलिंग कराया है।
Mm.
So no spinner bowls for more than 45 minutes at any nets actually देखा जाए तो। So ये भी हो सकता है, लेकिन उसकी एक डिलीवरी बहुत टर्न करती है, दिस आई बीन टोल्ड, and he stops in his run. So that action, legal illegal, I think call will people, they ICC will take a call.
Oh, so, Ravichandra Ashwin also used to do that. I don't know whether you remember,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he,
No, no,
he, he
Ashwin
would
has
go
given
up.
him a clean chit
Yeah,
actually. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
हाँ
I mean, he's very similar actually. Go up to the stump, stop for a second, and then bowl. Now, I don't know. I mean, one can keep on cribbing about it, but I'm saying,
yes,
you know the tactic, you know the technique.
yeah,
So
yeah.
face it. We should be able to face it. We should not go and say, "Hey, illegal, go illegal."
नो नो, और इंडिया को क्या है, नमीबिया मैच के कारण उनके कैप्टन के सामने फेस कर लिए है ना, सो देन दे नो नाउ अ बिट, दे बोथ आर क्वाइट सिमिलर, एरामस एंड
Yeah.
तारिक। सो थोड़ा सा एक इंडिया को एक वो बेनिफिट है कि ऑलरेडी एक मैच में सिमिलर प्लेयर को वो खेल चुके हैं, तो
और अच्छा रन बना चुके हैं. So that's
हाँ अच्छा
that's
रन
also
बना,
the.
हालांकि 4 विकेट मिले उसको, लेकिन
Uh,
ही वाज नॉट दैट, तो एक वो है, लेट्स सी हाउ इट वर्क्स आउट बेसिकली।
बेसिकली टॉस जीते तो इंडिया बैटिंग करेगा पहले, रन्स डालेगा।
I would, yeah, I think if we win the toss, I would opt to bat because I think we can put up a big score, and that is where Pakistan's weak spot is. They can't chase. They don't have the depth in the batting to chase a big score. So I would love to see our opening pair if Vishan Kishan and Abhishek are opening, how they negotiate. My guess is they will start with a spinner. The first over will not be from Shaheen Afridi. That is my sense, with Narayan is saying that he has not performed that well in the last few matches. And if the tactical play has to come into play, and if the psychological thing has to come into play, I would come in with straight Usman Tariq bowling the first over and seeing what happens, because unknown quantity. We haven't played Usman Tariq yet. We've just seen him on videos. So he's an unknown number for us. That surprise element is there, which I think the captain of Pakistan should use, according to me.
और प्लस क्या है, अगर देर इज चांसेस ऑफ एनी रेंज, और
Yeah,
प्रिडिक्टेड रेंज, तो बैटिंग करना अच्छा है, क्योंकि डबल,
yeah. Real as
डकलॉफ
Duckworth
लुईस
Lewis
मेथड के अंदर द चेजिंग साइड ऑलवेज हैव अ
always has a
डिसएडवांटेज.
problem.
हाँ, हाँ,
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. So fingers crossed. Hopefully,
हाँ, हाँ.
we will win the toss tomorrow.
Yeah.
इंद्रदेव
Fingers
को
crossed.
इंद्रदेव को प्रणाम करो.
कि ना है कल. कुछ होना हो कल, ड्रामा पक्का है. So,
Yes.
so any closing thoughts from both of you?
So I think if at all Pakistan thinks it can beat India, this is the team and this is the occasion because the pitch is going to support them. It's going to be a spinning track, a slow track. They have, I think, one of the world's best spin attacks today in the team, but against the world's best batting team. So it's not that they're playing against minnows. But if at all they have a chance, if at all, then this is it. If they can't beat us tomorrow, I think you can say that it's not a battle like Surya Kumar Yadav said in one of the press conferences. What battle? There is no battle. I mean,
Are we sure that Abhishek is playing, not playing? They'll decide it tomorrow only.
कल पता चलेगा. And I think they may not play him. I don't know. I'm not sure because he still has that stomach infection or something. I'm not
He
very
had
sure what's.
some stomach infection, and then he's
Yeah,
not played cricket
yeah,
for the last 1 week also. So I don't know. They
yeah.
may put him down and then play Sanju again.
Sanju.
But I think
Yeah.
one change they should make is they should get in one spinner extra into the uh, team
So
for
Washington
this match.
Sundar in place of Rinku sounds good because Washington is actually a good batsman. Also,
Yeah, yeah,
he makes good runs at a fast clip. So you
yeah.
won't miss Rinku if Washington bats also well. So I think that seems to be the or they bring in Kuldeep and don't go for all round, go for a bowler and sacrifice one hitter. I think Gautam Gambhir is known to do unusual things. So let's see what he does tomorrow.
Right.
Great.
So before we conclude, I think we must acknowledge that this fixture has always been beyond cricket. There have been headlines, discussions, and preparations well before the toss, yes. But we are Team India always. But above that, we
Always.
respect the contest because
Yes.
before debate panels, before social media reactions, and before every external storyline, cricket wins. And when
Yeah.
cricket wins, the better side walks off knowing they earned it.
And I think you should play in the spirit of the game. That's important. It's not, this is not a war or something. So I think we should see it as a sport, as a game, and may the better team win. If they're better than us on a particular day, fine. I mean, it's not the end of the world. But obviously, I think on balance, we are the better team. So tomorrow should be the Indian flag should be flying high at the end of the match. Let's see.
Yes.
No, no, a lot of Indians have flown to Colombo
Yeah,
yesterday, today, for supporting the team, and
Yes.
let's see how it works out.
Yep.
wonderful. Chalo,
Well,
all the best. May the best.
this is Cricket TV, all things cricket and more. Please share your comments, subscribe to our channel, like the video, and let us know how you feel about it. We will see you after the first ball. Thank you.